Hey y'all, listen, how y'all doing? How y'all enjoying y'all Friday? I hope it's good. I'm just trying to get through the day, okay? As you can tell, I'm on lunch, all right? So that's why I'm talking to y'all right about now. I think this is gonna be like our regular thing. I'ma just hit y'all up on my lunch break if I ain't got nothing random to say later on in the day, but just hit y'all up on my lunch break to see how y'all doing, checking in, some stuff that I got on my mind. But I was at work. Well, I am at work. I should say earlier at work. I was catching up on the Real World on Paramount Plus. Oh yes, okay. So y'all ain't gotta worry. Ashley got Paramount Plus. Okay, somebody gave me their stuff. Somebody that I actually know. Okay, so you know. So we safe on that part. Somebody I know and I trust, and they trust me. And I also got Peacock. Okay, so. Excuse me, I got Peacock just in time, okay? First of all, the reason why I got Peacock was because I wanted to see Halloween Kills, okay? I wasn't finna go to the theater. I just knew I wasn't finna go to the theaters. I just didn't have time to. Because literally they are working us. It's a mess, all right? Like by the time I get out of work, I could go to the movie theater afterwards, but I just be so damn tired, or I gotta come home and I do my reviews and stuff, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot, and I'm like, I'm the type of person, if I say I'm gonna do something or if I have a set schedule, I don't like that to be messed up, because it throws me off. So that's that. But I looked at that, and then the Real Housewives Girl Trip, Ultimate Girl Trip, that came on. I was like, damn, I forgot all about this. It's cute. It's cute or whatever. That's on Peacock. It's cute or whatever. Cynthia, girlfriend, I don't know what's going on with Miss Cynthia, okay? Like, I ain't never seen somebody that's like over 50 years old acting so childish the way that she acting. And when I say childish, I mean in the sense of the jealousy that she is displaying, because Kenya is becoming cool with some of the girls that are there, and I'm just like, mainly what, Kyle, okay? Like, girl, grow up. Y'all only there for 7 days. If you was not so focused on, trying to be Kenya saving grace and be her butt buddy and all that stuff, maybe you could forge some goddamn connections too. Okay? Luann, this made me see Luann in a different light, all right? Ramona's still goddamn Ramona, all right? Because let me tell you something. I used to watch Real Housewives of New York. I had stopped probably halfway through the seasons, and then I picked back up last season. Girl, I picked back up at the wrong season, okay? I picked back up at the wrong season. A part of me said that I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to catch up and look at the previous seasons and the drama and the juice, but I know all the main players, okay? I was there in the gap when Alex was on there, okay? Alex and her weird ass husband and everything. But girl, Ramona is still a mess, okay? Ramona been a mess, and she's one of those people that's stuck in her ways, okay? Because she's older, and we know how a lot of older people are. They're very much slow to change, okay? So it is what it is when you get them, okay? What you see is what you get. What you hear is what you gonna hear, okay? Baby, I gotta get this chin off of me because I am tired of it. Like, even when I lost some weight or whatever, the chin still didn't go nowhere. Y'all see I be trying to look up or whatever? But now, yeah, Ramona is just a mess, okay? And Kenya, dare I say it, bitch, I kind of like Kenya on this show. Like, I never really disliked her. I just didn't like some of the things that she did. And that's what it is. Because people want to say when you get to certain housewife franchises or whatever, and if you're not, ooh, this my fave, you're a hater. No, I don't hate anyone on these housewife shows. It's just that I call out their actions. And if some of their actions don't agree with me, so therefore I call it out. And I'm just not here for it. Even like with Gizelle and Robin, I don't dislike them. I just don't like some of the stuff that they do. Okay, I could care less for them, but oh, excuse me, they get, well, at least Gizelle give good TV on the Real Housewives of Potomac, But yeah, when when Kenya cussed that lady out, I said, oh, bitch, not on the boat. I said, Kenya, keep your hands to yourself. Now, Kenya, you know how it feels to be dragged. You know how it feels to, be physically assaulted or whatever. Granted, till this day, you deserved it, okay, because you put something in somebody's personal space. But I thought you was above that. I'm disappointed in the fact that you resorted, okay? You resorted to pushing that lady drink up out of her hand or whatever the fuck you did, okay? Because you ain't have to do that. Cuss her out, because it was well deserved. Like, I was here for it. But you ain't have to do what you did when you either, I don't know if she snatched the drink or she just threw it on her or whatever she did. You got into her personal space and you shouldn't have did that. Like they say, use your words, not your hands, okay? Damn, bitch, what's this in my mouth? Girl, it's the seasoning. I just had a sandwich from Jersey Mike. A turkey sandwich. Oh my God. I haven't had one of those in a long time. It's so much bread. So I tried to eliminate a lot of bread, and then it wasn't by my job at the time. Oh my God, it's so good. I said, listen, that. But anyway, I got a regular size, so it's okay. That happened. And then the way that she was doing that whole thing at the dinner, when Mauricio came there, and the guy that owned the house or whatever, John, that Ramona liked or whatever, baby, the way Kenya was being so petty, trying to set Luann up with him, and they was just going back and forth. I said, child, a mess. I was here for it. It was childish as shit, but sometimes you gotta stoop to somebody's level to show them how ignorant they are. But then again, it's Ramona, so I don't even understand why Kenya and Luann actually stooped that low to do that, because that bitch ain't never gonna change, okay? But that was the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip. I just wanted to talk about that, touch on that for a minute, because I think it's about to go off. Next week, probably the last week of it, because it's only a 7-day trip and they doing it each week, each day. The Real Housewives of Miami is coming back. Baby, I can't wait for that. 9 out of 10, I'm not going to review it. I just pop up and talk about it like I'm doing this now. But in that trailer, my girl Marisol is back. I can't remember if I liked her or not, but I kind of think I did. Alexis is back. Baby, I saw Alexis in Cocaine Cowboy, okay? It's a documentary on, docu-series that I gotta finish, okay? On Netflix about the drug stuff that was going on down in Miami or whatever. Baby, she was married to, or not married to, but she the baby mama to one of them dudes down there. I said, girl, all right. Alexis said, I'm ride or die up in this beach. I said, okay, bitch. Go ahead with your bad self. Meanwhile, Larsa Pittman, I don't know what her maiden name is, but we know her as Larsa Pittman. Baby, she is back on there. And one of them girls, I don't know who it was, but they read the fuck out of her and said, bitch, you left here. You tried to get your ass done like Kim Kardashian, thinking that you would be the next Kim Kardashian, and you're nowhere near her level. I said, bitch, mind you, her and Kim Kardashian are no longer friends, okay? I said, wow, that is so funny. That was funny to me, okay? But I'm looking forward to that. I think that come on December 19th. But what really prompted me to do this video and to talk about some of these little shows that's on the streaming apps that I've been watching. I just finished watching The Real World Homecoming LA, Los Angeles. The first 2 episodes with Tammy Roman and, them, okay? Now, if y'all don't know me, one thing that you will know, one of my first introductions to adult reality TV was The Real World. And I say adult because when I was younger, there was Bug Juice on Disney Channel. That's what I got into first, okay? That was kids at camp and all that stuff. That was for us when we was kids. But adult-wise, The Real World was like one of my first reality shows that I've ever watched, okay? And when I watched it, I was too young when the first few seasons came out, but when I got to a certain age, like I was able to stay home during the summer or whatever, they used to replay some of the seasons in order, okay, through the summer. Like there would be this summer program, you got your winter program, and then you got your summer program, okay, and they will replay the season. So I got to look at all of the seasons. This was before there was DVR, this was before there was DVDs and you know, on demand and whatever. So you literally had to wait till it came on, and I was so glad. Baby, The Real World is a gem. Netflix got a show coming up that looks just like The Real World, like the same concept and everything. I'm gonna watch it. I'm like, MTV did it first, but okay. But no, The Real World, oh my God. That was some quality TV before it got lame, okay? You got the first one, I think, that I remember, the season with Pedro on there. I believe that was season 1. And then the black guy who I think is in media now, and he's an author, who told old girl Julie, "You're a racist." Girl, that was a mess. She was trying so hard to understand, okay? She was trying so hard to understand. And then, you know, you got the one with Tammy and the whole incident with David and John and all them. Oh, that was a time, but that's what I'm gonna talk about in a minute. One of my other ones that stands out to me is Ruthie Tech. Oh my God, what was her other name? The other girl name, the annoying girl name on Real World Hawaii, okay? Also, Real World Seattle. When old boy slapped old girl when she got up in that car. Bitch, the one that had Lyme disease. Damn, okay? I said, and that was a black man slapping a white woman. I said, on national TV? Girl. Real World Las Vegas, okay, with Airline and Alton and all them, Trishelle. Real World Chicago with, girl, I can't remember who was on there, but I remember Real World Chicago. I remember Real World New Orleans with David. What was the song? Come on, be my baby tonight. I see the way you look at all the mother thugs, but come on, be my baby tonight. David really thought he was doing something. But the real reason that I am here and I'm talking about this is because on the Real Housewives, on the Real World Homecoming LA, the first 2 episodes so far was going over the biggest thing that happened in their season. And that was the incident between Tammy and David and John and Beth and them. Okay? It was one, I think her name is Beth A, the one with the blonde hair. She came up into the thing and she was like, girl, I don't understand why none of them couldn't stand me, okay? And I'm sitting here looking like, you're about to show us exactly why they couldn't stand you, okay? David came through, and I'm gonna tell you this, when I saw that season, I never liked David. I didn't think David was funny. He's supposed to have been a comedian or whatever. You know, at one point, Beth tried to say, you were aggressive. You portrayed yourself as aggressive. And at one point, I was about to say, hold up now, I don't like it when you call, especially other people outside of black folks. I don't like when black folks call black folks aggressive, because you're playing into a stereotype. And I don't like definitely when people who are not black calling a black person aggressive, because that is stereotype with racial undertones a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But when she said that and they played the clips back, and I was like, he was doing the most. He was doing the most. And as I think back, like he was just a hothead. Okay, he was a hothead. But that whole incident between Tammy and him pulling her out of her bed, and she was saying, I have no clothes on, stop. Okay, no, stop. Here's my thing. Because his whole thing is, everybody was laughing, so that's why I didn't stop. And I thought, you know, it was all cool. I hope my lips do not look dry, because it looked like... Anyway... And my whole thing is, I get that you felt like it was a jovial situation or whatever, but when people are telling you to stop, when the person that the offense or whatever it is that's happening is being done to is telling you to stop, and especially when it's a woman and she's already made clear that she has no clothes on, and you're going to continue to drag her out, you should have stopped. And then you would have avoided all of the shit that happened to you negatively. Okay? When Tammy sat there and tried to explain the reason what was going on with her, about her wiring her jaw shut because she had body dysmorphia, and she still do to a certain point. She was dealing with an eating disorder, you know, all of these issues that she was going through, okay? And the way that he was like, okay, that may be it, but you still was laughing. She even told him it was an uncomfortable laugh. It's like, what else can I do but to laugh when I'm uncomfortable because I don't know what to do in this situation? And my whole thing of it is, he was like, well, if I would have known that people would have been this sensitive in the house, I wouldn't have been here. And I'm sitting here like, that don't make sense. And then they played it back again, and he's sitting there laughing after she just told him what was going on. And my thing is, you have a daughter. You have a daughter, and what if somebody did this to your daughter? Okay, it may not have, and I agree that it's different time. You know, we look at things differently because people wasn't so sensitive as they are now, I guess, or aware as they are now as they did back in 1993. But the whole thing of it is, no means no. Whether you feel like you was joking, whatever, if a person is saying no, you're supposed to stop. If a person says stop, you stop and you let it go. He just kept egging it on, and that's where he went wrong at. Okay, that is where he went wrong. And if Tammy is saying, I'm uncomfortable because he's here, you don't know what went through this girl's mind. She could have had some sexual trauma. She could have had some other stuff that was going on. Like she said, she had the body issue. And of course, you didn't know that because she didn't put that out there. And it doesn't matter if she put that out there. She don't have to put, no one has to put their business out there. All you have to do is respect the person's personal space. And if you didn't get it then because you were young, you should get it now as an adult when it's fully explained to you. And the fact that you have a grown daughter who's in a relationship with a man as well, and you don't want her to be taken advantage of. You want, if somebody to say something and do something to her, let her be respected when she says no. Let her be respected and heard out when she says stop. You know what I'm saying? And he laughed, and that made me so mad. I was like, oh my God, you don't get it at your grown age, okay? And you know, all you could have said, well, I didn't understand then, and I apologize. That's all right? But what really disturbed me was the fact that them white girls, one was a cop, okay, at the time, Irene, and then the other girl, Beth, tried to paint him out to be a rapist. Oh, you're doing stuff as a rapist, and you're this, and then the girl that was the cop gonna say, I'll call the cops and say you're trying to rape her or something like that. You're committing a rape or something like that. I said, wait a minute. Now, see, on the one hand, David, you put yourself in this position because of what you did. On the other hand, them bitches, they purposely, I felt, were purposely using that language to paint him in an extra negative light, okay? And we have a history in this country, in this world, of white women doing that to black men. And I didn't appreciate that. And I don't think at least Beth or whatever got the severity of that situation. Okay, Irene, you talking about something you was worried about what people may think and the fact that you was a police officer or whatever. But yeah, you was a police officer. Why would you do something like that? You don't make false accusations and put words like that on anybody. Okay, and I'm just sitting here like, this don't make no sense. Like Tammy said, if this was the Me Too era, if this would have happened now, it would not fly. Oh, well, it's not that. I'm like, damn, David. Like, come on. I just didn't understand it. I didn't like it. And then when he went to sit down with his daughter, she was like, well, I ain't like the way that Tammy handled the situation and how it affected your whole life. No, excuse me. Who the people that you really should be mad at is the two white women who labeled him with that R word, okay? You cannot be upset with Tammy for the way that she felt and how she felt she needed to handle a situation where technically she was assaulted. And I'm going to say assaulted because of the simple fact that she said no. And I don't care if she was laughing. She explained why she was laughing. It was a discomfort laugh. It was one of those, oh my God, I don't know what to do laugh. You know, that's what she claimed it was, okay? Either way, even if you're not buying that, the girl literally said, stop. She screamed it. There's no playing around when a person says stop. You're supposed to stop. But I was just like, girl, I just can't wait to see how this shit gonna play out. I said, David, you too damn grown to not understand this shit. And then you got a fucking daughter at that. Like, they eventually apologized. But truth be told, do y'all feel like Tammy just needed to apologize to him? I felt like it was big of her. I wouldn't have been mad if she didn't, but I felt like it was big of her. You know, them other ones, like Tammy said, I sat there and I told them motherfuckers how I felt and what was going on with me. And I knew right when I was saying it, but just by looking at them, and when she got up and she was crying in the other, you know, in the kitchen or whatever, it went in one ear, out the other. And I said, I know, bitch. That's why we so closed off sometimes, okay? Because you just feel like even if you put your issues out there, oh, you don't talk to us, you don't tell us how you feel or whatever. But then when I do, you don't fucking care, or at least you don't show that you care. Girl, a mess. But if you saw it, like I said, on The Real World, it comes on Paramount Plus. If you've seen it, you can give your comments and your arguments about it. And if some more juicy tad bits of it comes up in the show this season, I'll probably hop on here and talk about it if y'all want me to. But I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And I'll see y'all later.